At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month, and yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods.
Learn about nursing and long-term care at CNA Training Academy, 7463 Northwest 23rd Street. Mary Chikwuma offers affordable, useful, and flexible classes every day that will teach you the foundations of medical care. Mary Chikwuma has been teaching her class for 18 years and is eager to teach you. Understand vital signs, train for and be hired as a PCA, and learn about caring for patients in nursing homes, hospitals, assisted living situations, and more at CNA Training Academy. Call 405-315-1357 and ask about financial qualifications. CNA Training Academy is open to all ages and has classes on the weekend and in the evenings as well. Call CNA now, 405-315-1357, and join classes of people learning about nursing and inspiring each other daily.
Do it best.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here live from Kingfisher, Oklahoma on our brand new men's basketball stream. Thank you to everybody for joining us on GSN Sports and Talk. My name is Luke Young. I'm here with John Hickman, getting ready for the men's version of the Broncos and the Yellowjackets. We just wrapped up women's, a 65-40 loss for the women's, but hopefully this boys team can come out and get their second win of the season. Thank you to everybody again that is tuning in. The stream is brought to you by Simplify Tech Solutions out at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard in War Acres, and our premier sponsor for the game is Zaxby's Chicken Fingers and Buffalo Wings, 5859 Northwest Expressway, back in War Acres as well. Get the Zaxby's app and start earning points towards free food, and go dine in. Tell them you heard about them on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. They'll love to hear that. But before we get into this one, I do want to mention, if you own a local business, or if you're a fan of Bethany Athletics and you want to work with us at the Gospel Station Sports and Talk, remember that you can always email 2 emails, anvgsn85@gmail.com.
Oh, you got to say that one again. It was a lot of letters.
That is a lot of letters.
Say that again.
anvgsn85@gmail.com, or America's Neighborhood Values@gmail.com. We'd love to work with you.
There's the ANV, America's Neighborhood Values, GSN.
I guess I should have done that the other way and introduced it.
Well,
like that,
the ANV could throw you off, but that's what that is. Okay.
All right, John, so we're going to play an interview here with Malachi Chapman that you did. But before we do, is there anything you want to say leading up into this game?
Well, Malachi is one of the starters for the Broncos, unless Coach Holliday switches it up. And he's a junior. Of course, we do have some seniors starting, and Denton Jaggers and Jagger Weaver and Seth Griner. And then we've got Breck Brady, the sophomore, and then, of course, with Malachi. But as we look across the bench, so to speak, to these Kingfisher Yellowjackets, they have 10 seniors on the team, and 5 are starting. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they come out with that type of experience. But I like our chances tonight. Bethany has looked really solid in the first 2 games of the season. We talked to Malachi about that.
All right, let's hear that interview right now on GSN Sports and Talk. Don't go anywhere.
All right, I'm here with Malachi Chapman. Malachi, it's a 1-1 start to the season. Tonight we play a tough Kingfisher team that last year we were able to win, but they come in pretty hungry for revenge. What's the game plan tonight against this feisty Kingfisher team?
We're moving the ball and defense, heavy gaps. As long as we play defense, we'll be all right.
One of the things that we've talked about this year is that ball movement seems to be key. The ball's moving around the perimeter. You are looking inside to Breck, or Denton is kicking out and finding the open shooter. How intentional has that been for our Broncos?
It's been key, giving it to Breck, and then Breck work out of the paint. That's our whole game plan, really every game. Just give it to Breck, let him work.
So our last game, we were able to get our first victory against our Spencer, and it was Coach Holliday's first as the head coach. How has it been under his tutelage this season?
It's been good. We're just soaking all the knowledge in, and then we're just putting on the court and going to work.
Thanks, Malachi. Have a great game.
Thank you.
Go Broncos.
Again, you hear that one of the focuses they have is on communication and ball movement. John, we just got done with the women's game where the full court defense turnovers were a big storyline, especially for Kingfisher getting points off of them. If the men's team brings out a similar defense, how do we expect the men's to be able to handle it?
I think the athletic ability of our guard play would kind of thwart that if they handle the ball well. If there's one pass and then go, the speed of Jagger Weaver, the speed of Seth Griner, even coming in with sophomore Dempsey Neal, I like our chances a little bit better. The question for me will be, and it's interesting to hear all of these players, they respect the sophomore Breck Brady immensely. You can tell that they know he can play. And even to the seniors, they're like, yeah, we want to throw it into Breck because Breck can do some damage. 6'6", defensive end and tight end, been a monster on the football field, already has some D1 offers, but he has been a wrecking ball with double-doubles starting this season for the Broncos, and they all sense like, hey, good things happen if we can get the ball to Breck.
Absolutely, and we expect him to be a major part of the night. A lot of the offense will run through Brady, whether he's down in the paint, at the high post, right? He's at the top of the key trying to set some sort of screen. We'll call his name out a lot, that is for sure.
Yeah, you can't miss him on screen either. He's the big kid.
All right, we've got about a minute and a half left here in the pregame, so we're going to turn it over to the floor and meet these rosters.
We don't know those people hugging on camera, by the way. For those of you that are watching, and please do. You might be listening on the gospeltation.com Sports and Talk, but you can watch the game with your very own eyes here on YouTube. Just search GSN Sports and Talk, and you will find us, and click the live tab and make sure that you're watching the live feed of the game. I like to just give that promo because this is really cool, Luke, that you've set this up where we can watch the game if you're not able to make it.
It is so fun being able to do this. I'm so glad that we got the chance to come out and do this at the high school level. I mean, I've said it a lot in a bunch of different sports, but these kids deserve to have their performances broadcast, right? They deserve to have people watch them.
That's right. And it'll stick around. You know, YouTube, things will last a long, long time, and they'll be able to go back to these games and watch at any point in their journey into college and beyond.
And I hope to get the chance to be able to keep up with a lot of them in college. I'd love to see how their careers go on.
They just announced the starters. Just wanted to see if we wanted to get those out there.
Right. Let's go through both of them after this. All right, so that's number 4, Cash Laird.
Yeah.
Number 5, Michael Easley, senior guard. You mentioned how many of them are starting? All 5 are seniors?
Yes, all 5 are seniors.
Hayes White. Eric Luke.
This will be the next question. Is 23 or 24? They've switched this up.
Like
they're going with 24.
That's Croston Martin.
I don't think he started the first game, but he did start last year, and he's getting the start tonight.
All right, so there we have it. John, to go over the starters one more time. For Kingfisher, it's Cash Laird, Michael Easley, Hayes White, Eric Luke, and Croston Martin.
all seniors. That's what it is. 5 seniors starting for the Yellowjackets. Starting for our Broncos, senior Denton Jaggers, senior Jagger Weaver, senior Seth Griner. So 3 seniors, and then you've got, as we mentioned, Malachi Chapman, who's a junior, and then the big old sophomore, 6'6", Breck Brady.
All right, folks, let's get ready for tip-off here in Kingfisher, Oklahoma. To no one's surprise, really. Guess who's jumping?
The tallest player for Kingfisher is actually number 21, Luke, but he's probably 6'4", and so the size advantage does lean our way.
And there's the jump ball, won by Bethany. The Broncos will have first possession.
Yeah, we do have a crowd in front of us now, Luke, that might be hard to watch. We'll have to kind of step up here.
It's a standing up kind of ball game. John, you got it for a second.
Yeah, Seth Griner has it up top here, looking to the corner with Weaver. Weaver dribbling against some pressure, had to pick it up. Chapman's going to try and settle things down, go one-on-one a little bit, get into the paint, gets all the way to the hoop, can't make it, but there's Breck Brady, put back and good. Offensive rebound and deuce for the big guy. We told you we'd say his name, and we start off the game with it.
All right, that is a good sign right out of the gate that Brady's able to get an offensive rebound and put it back up for 2. The man working on number 24 right now, number 5, Seth Griner, he's going to have a tall order tonight, right? He's going to have a big game. A scramble for the ball, but it is corralled by Bethany, and they get a 3 out of it from number 3, Jagger Weaver. It doesn't fall, going back the other way.
Typical man-to-man defense here for the Broncos. They very rarely switch out of that, and they'll start the game in it.
Couple switches around the perimeter. Now here's the move. They have to dump it back out beyond the perimeter. Nearly lost control of the ball. Again, this is number 24, Crossan Martin. He gives it up across. That's Hayes White. Right back to number 5, Michael. Easily got his pocket picked a little bit. Bethany comes away with it. Fast break. Plenty of room. One-on-one. I couldn't tell, was that blocked or did he just lose control?
It was blocked.
Malachi Chapman tried for a 3. It didn't fall. Kingfisher comes away with a rebound.
Brady's hands have been on about everything, by the way. He's gotten a couple steals. Some were off some other deflection, but he's been everywhere, and so has Jagger Weaver.
Kingfisher still with no points in this game. A lot of contact, no whistle blown. It's in the hands of Brady.
That's been kind of a theme so far. I like it. It's a good theme for Bethany.
Griner gets the call from Coach Holliday in the Bethany bench. Now he works to his right. Quick handoff. Got it to Denton Jaggers. A whistle blown before the shot.
A little dribble handoff, and the rub created an illegal screen. It's going to be called on Griner. Denton Jaggers wanted that dunk so bad, and it just was kind of tipped out of his hand and he went up. He probably should have just went for the layup and fought through the contact, but he wanted to cram it. Was unsuccessful on that one.
Kingfisher still looking for their first points of the night. That's number 14, White. Picked up his dribble, in trouble, got the pass off to Easley. Easley going up, left hand. Lots of contact again, but it's clean. Kingfisher restarts the offensive attack. And they lost control of it. A bad pass heads out of bounds.
They don't seem to be fazed by the pressure of playing on the road. The Broncos are locked in defensively, very intense and aggressive.
That's good, That bodes well for the rest of this game. Griner, quick handoff. A couple passes around the perimeter. The Broncos have Griner open on the far corner. No good, off the back of the rim. Defensive rebound by Kingfisher. They launch a pass up court, and wisely, Chapman is just going to let that one fall out of bounds.
It's kind of the in-between. He maybe could have got it, but, hey, play it safe. It's going to be our ball.
Still a 2-0 game. It feels like a lot has happened for no points to be on the board. Oh, Griner, nice feed underneath. He's got number 1, Denton Jaggers for 2.
A lot has been happening. Only having 4 points is actually probably good for Kingfisher, but it's been really dominated by the Broncos thus far.
Kingfisher looking to find their answer. White coming off of a screen. Working to his left. Quick pass out to Martin. I think Martin stepped out of bounds. Oh, they'll give him the push.
That's going to be 2 on Griner, so I think Dempsey Neal is going to have to come in early for the Broncos.
And Neal is set to sub in here. We mentioned it, but Griner is going to have a long night here. He's got a very athletic couple of players to defend.
Not really a drop-off for the Broncos in that substitution. I would say Griner just being more athletic and experienced on the defensive end, but Neal can play both offense and defense. We'll see how the sophomore handles the road.
Neal is now man-to-man on Cross and Martin, but the ball handler is Hayes White. He got his pocket picked. Chapman 2-on-1. Fast break. It's up to Jagger. Oh! Whistle blown right at the rim as Jaggers went up to throw it down.
Chapman with the alley-oop pass. Kingfisher read it pretty well, but the foul sends Jaggers to the line.
So shooting 2 will be number 1, Denton Jaggers. The senior forward comes in at 6'4" on this Bethany roster. He makes his first 5-0 game.
Can we have a shutout all game, Luke? Do you think we can keep Kingfisher off the scoreboard all night?
You know, as good as Bethany is, no.
At some point they got to score, right? Let's keep this going. 6-0 run to start the game.
Kingfisher, you can see, is slowing it down right now again. They're going to stay in their offense, run it till it works, and then they can build off of it. Easily in the paint. Lost the dribble, but a whistle blown.
On the bottom left hand of your screen, you can actually see a little bit of the Bethany student section here supporting the Broncos. There's a bunch of Kingfisher kids everywhere. When we go to the right, you'll see them across the way behind the bench.
We do travel well. Bethany does travel very well. And that should have been the step out there.
It was. I thought Chapman actually pushed him. I think that could have been a foul on the Broncos, but a timeout by Kingfisher. And he's the coach is angry. That's Coach Connell, and he's more angry at his guys than the refs. He's trying to get them fired up.
I am not surprised by that. I mean, 4 minutes left to play. Half of that first quarter is now gone, and they are still scoreless. That's not a great start from Kingfisher, especially after they saw how the women's offense was able to work. But we'll stay with them in this break. Again, this is our first time out of the game. Thank you to all our sponsors, including Zaxby's, Simplify, Victory Mattress Outlet, and Taco Bueno back in Oklahoma City. They all support our broadcast, and we couldn't do what we do without them. And thank you to you guys listening online on thegospelstation.com Sports and Talk or watching on YouTube, GSN Sports and Talk. No matter where you're tuning in from, we very much appreciate it. We hope you're having a great December.
You know who I'd like to see get in the game for Kingfisher is River Roof. He's Reese Roof's brother. He's only a freshman, though. I'm not sure we'll see him, but I'd like to see if he can shoot like his sister.
She did have a pretty good game. A lot of reaching right there on number 24, Cross and Martin. I respect what he was trying to do there, trying to get the steal right around half court. Just a little bit too much contact.
For so many seniors on this Kingfisher team, you'd expect them to come out a little bit more assured. They're playing a little not as intense as Bethany. Is maybe just a fair way to compare it. Bethany has been way more aggressive.
Chapman on the baseline, spinning, needs somewhere to go. Bad pass right into the hands of Kingfisher. That's number 14, White, the other way, trying to get it back out beyond the perimeter. Extra pass, top of the key, open three, and there it is.
They did get on the board, and they cut the lead in half with it.
Cash Laird, 1 shot, 3 points, 6-3 game.
With a name like Cash, you got to be a good shooter.
And another pass thrown away.
Is this going to be a dunk?
No, just the layup. Just the layup for Laird.
Yeah, Cash is known more for shooting than dunking.
Coach Holliday now equally fired up. 1 point game all of a sudden.
Well, we had a 6-0 run to a 5-0 run within seconds.
Oh, almost had the room for the shot, but Jaggers didn't like what he saw. A lob underneath trying to get to Brady. He nearly deflected that into the basket. Instead, it falls in the hands of Kingfisher.
Timeout proved to be pivotal here for Coach Connell. He's got this group playing ball now.
Martin Laird back to Easley. Easley looking for the cut inside. That'll be off the hands of the Broncos. Clock stops at 2:41. One-point game here, with honestly the first quarter rapidly coming to a close.
Yeah, and if you're Kingfisher, you're okay with this right now. Obviously, you want the lead, but the start that Bethany had to only be down 1 is very advantageous and a chance to take the lead.
Great defense right there from Bethany. White tried the pump fake, couldn't get. It looked like it was number 3, Jagger Weaver, on him to bite on it. And Weaver comes away with the steal. Neal, crossover, working in the paint, left hand all the way to the rim.
With the right hand finish. Drove left, came back under the goal with the right. Nice play from Neal.
What a move right there. Back up to a 3-point lead here for the Broncos. Easily trying to go back to the right hand. Feeds into the corner, contested 3, but knocked down.
Martin just catch and shoot. He didn't care what kind of contest he was going to get. He was predetermined to fire that up, and he made it.
Tie game, 8 apiece. Chapman in the near corner. Needs somewhere to go. Tried to lob it to Brady. Swings it. A couple extra passes. And in response, Dempsey Neal for
Neal
3.
makes the layup and then gets the 3 on great ball movement.
Suddenly the offense picking up. Kingfisher back the other way. There's Laird again. The feedback outside. Now it's number 24, Martin driving. Left hand, the offensive again. The second putback does work.
Yeah, Bethany a little lapse, didn't drop down after the help defense came over to block the shot. Offensive rebound.
Spot up 2.
Dang, 7 straight points for Neal.
Dempsey Neal, man. Sophomore guard, 6'2" on the sheet. Trying to take over in the closing minutes of this first quarter. Martin, 1-on-1, top of the key. Hands it off. That's number 4, Laird, now on the drive. Couple quick passes into the corner.
No good. He did walk. Good call from the ref right there. He just wasn't ready to catch and shoot. He tried to get his feet in a better position, move them, shuffle, did a little dance. That was a travel.
Colin Farrar on the court now for Kingfisher.
7-0 run for Neal. Can he keep going?
They're letting him work. 1-on-1 right now with Hayes White.
I guess not 7-0, but 7 straight points for Neal.
Here's Jagger Weavers. Top of the key, looking for someone to go. Has it to Brady. Now we see how the offense runs through Brady. He sets the screen.
Good screen. No, he is set on that. He was a little wide, but he was not moving. I feel like that's a rough call there. That was a really solid screen from Brady.
Unfortunate offensive foul. Turns the ball over here, about 40 seconds left to play. 3-point lead for the Broncos, 13-10. White got the bounce pass off to Easley. Easley over to Wilbanks. Here we see number 14, Hayes White, drive again, kicks it out to the corner. Does Easley have it? No good. Offensive rebound. They'll get a second chance. Easley drives in trouble. Got his pocket picked to steal for Chapman. Malachi Chapman in trouble himself, but he's able to get the pass off cleanly. Bethany goes up court. Kept alive by Kingfisher on the other end. What a steal from the Yellowjackets.
4 seconds.
Got to throw something up. White knocks it down.
To tie it, Luke. I've been all Bethany really that first quarter, but we got a tie ball game. Nice 3.
Wow. Was that on your bingo card for how the first quarter was going to end right there? Of all things you could see in a first.
That's right. There was very little scoring to start this game and then kind of a flurry to finish.
That was not on my radar. Not on my radar. 13-13 heading into the break between quarters. The Broncos and the Yellowjackets meeting up in the first district game of the year here in Kingfisher, Oklahoma. We'll be back after this commercial break. Don't go anywhere.
Are you looking for some hair, some virgin hair, some extensions? Well, come to Alchemy Ming Virgin Hair and Boutique. We have moved to 10709 North Rockwell Avenue, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Suite D. Come and see all the styles from your best hairstylist, your favorite hairstylist, the award-winning hairstylist of the year, Jasmine J.G. Garrett Whitson.
Tanko Mechanical, Electrical, and Plumbing is a commercial and industrial contractor. They offer end-to-end client experience that includes seamless communication, budgeting, staffing, on-site organization, and it's solid quality handiwork every time. The past projects include both new construction and repairs and restoration. Occupied and fully operational job sites are never a problem. They can also plan, manage, and build multi-phase jobs. We are a turnkey plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and mechanical contractor. Tanko Company, Give them a call at 405-255-7804. Again, that's 405-255-7804. Tanko.
Back in the action here in the second quarter. Kingfisher has the ball first. They get a nice swing inside to number 23. That was Jackson Wilbanks, but his shot doesn't fall. A shoe comes off on the other end. Here back the other way, Bethany gets a nice move, honestly, right there out of number 24, Breck Brady, but doesn't go their way.
That's a good call. Sidness is going to come in. That could be 2 on Brady. It is. So Griner and Brady both in foul trouble with 2 fouls apiece.
And they're going to be conservative with that. Obviously, those are 2 players they will majorly need at the closing moments of this game later on.
Boy, you hate to lose Brady with foul trouble, but that's the nature of high school basketball. Next man up, got to be ready to go. In this case, it's Connor Sidness.
Tie game, 13-13 here at the start of the second. Couple quick handoffs around the perimeter, easily trying to find his way to drive. Nice handoff right there. That's the number 10, Colin Farrar. Shots up, defensive rebound. Chapman has it. Neal going back the other way with the Broncos. Oh, bad pass. It's intercepted. Fast break here. Easily, can he slow down enough? He did.
First lead of the game for the Yellowjackets.
Bethany getting a little bit lax with the ball movement there. The pass is almost stolen away again. And that one is. Another fast break here for Kingfisher. And another easy 2, that time for Cash Laird.
Coach Holliday might consider a timeout. He's got Jagger Weaver ready to come back in, but Neal, as great as he's been offensively, a couple careless passes.
See, I can see Kingfisher now looking for it. Nearly had another there. Chapman in the corner. 1 man on him. Spins to the baseline. Trying to get separation, whistle blown. It's like a timeout taken. Coach Holliday and the official having some words over there. 6:21 on the clock as we head to break. John, a 4-point lead here for Kingfisher, their first lead of the night. The steals kind of worry me a little bit. I mean, just coming off that women's game, we saw how turnovers can turn into a big lead very quickly. How do they kind of rein that back in here?
Yeah, anytime you want to get layups, I mean, that's exactly how Kingfisher's built their lead. Of course, hitting the 3 at the buzzer kind of gave them the momentum as they entered that first quarter strong. I would say for Bethany, you were pretty encouraged. You were very active defensively, hit some shots, but careless with the ball here in the second period. And I'm sure that's what Coach Holliday is addressing. Hey, just take care of the ball. We can get what we want and regain this lead. But it's going to start with treat that ball as a treasure. It's every possession that we get, we want to treat as a treasure and get the best opportunity. And then let's continue to be aggressive on defense. Now, that aggressive nature did get 2 fouls on Griner and Brady. But, hey, if you're Sidness, still be aggressive. If you're Jaggers, be aggressive. And we have the ball right now.
Jaggers, the ball handler right now for the Broncos. Coming off of a screen. Coming off of 2 screens. Enough separation. Fake shot right there from number 11, Griffin Tarrant. Whistle blown.
Tarrant, I feel like, is getting some early minutes here. Just trying to make his way in the rotation as well. I'm not kind of thought maybe we would see Rhett Brobston a little bit earlier after his solid game against our Spencer. But it's Tarrant right now with his defensive hustle.
The inbounds goes quickly to Jaggers. One body hits the floor, and the whistle is blown, albeit a tad bit late.
Good call, though. It was a blocking foul. Sadly, we keep passing when we're fouled instead of shooting, so we're not getting to the line just yet.
I wonder if they run the same sort of inbounds play, try to free up Denton Jaggers again.
They're cleaning the floor here a little bit. There's some wet spots after a player goes down. Refs actually conferring, too. I don't know what they're talking about, but players just a little concerned about the slippery nature of the court.
You should see one of those SCU games by the time they're in the fourth. It's like they pass it around a couple times and the whistle's blown, they're wiping down the floor. And then they pass it around a couple times and the whistle's blown, they're wiping down the floor.
Someone must be super sweaty because they are taking their time to clear that spot in the lane. I think it was White that was called on the foul. He must be a sweater.
They're still getting that worked out. 6:08 on the clock here again. 17-13 the score remains. Inbounds play here for Bethany. The inbounder is number 4, Dempsey Neal. Let's see if they can free up Denton Jaggers.
I would imagine Coach Holliday just rest Brady and Griner for about 2 more minutes, get them in about the 4-minute mark. Oh, they got him, Weaver.
Hey, Jagger Weaver with plenty of separation. The shot doesn't fall, but an offensive rebound. Couple quick passes back out beyond the perimeter. Here's Dempsey Neal trying to go one-on-one. Got the pass off. Jaggers long 3, no good. Still rebounded by the Broncos. A nice move. Jaggers puts it back up with the floater, and he's good for 2.
Big momentum builder there. Kingfisher thought they had a couple stops, but the offensive rebounds go our way. Jaggers with a floater.
Now about 5:40 left to play. The Kingfisher lead cut down to 2. Martin, top of the key, looking left side. Has White off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by the Broncos. Fast break here. Oh, and what happened there? Did they just lose control of the dribble?
Yeah. Neal saw the defender coming over. I think he was trying a little jump stop action. Lost control for such a great first quarter and still playing really well. He's got a couple plays he'd probably want back. That's just a sophomore being a sophomore at the varsity level. His 3rd varsity game. He's been playing outstanding, and he'll continue to get better.
Michael Easley back on the floor for Kingfisher. Here's White driving, kick to the corner. Kingfisher tried to get to the baseline, but they have to back off. Good defense so far from Chapman. Chapman working on number 24, crossing Martin. Martin drives. Pass out. That's number 23, Jackson Wilbanks. Couple quick passes around. They can't find the open shot. 5 minutes and under. Can they get anything on this chance? The defense holds John for Bethany. There's the chance. No good. Rebounded by the Broncos. It's in the hands of number 3, Jagger Weaver. He goes the other way. Contested shot through a lot of contact. Shot doesn't fall. There's the whistle.
Good call. Jaggers was going up for that offensive rebound. His left arm was basically attacked as he was trying to grab it. We'll stay with Bethany. Speaking of attacking, that silly yellow jacket mascot's back up here. I'm trying to stay away. You got any bug spray?
I don't. But I'm glad you and I noticed him at the exact same time.
The hairs on the back of my neck started, raising. It was like something bad's near me.
Your spider sense was tingling. Oh, and that's going to be out on Bethany.
Yeah, Jaggers was in a little bit of a spin move. The ball was tipped away from him, but they're calling it out on Denton.
I wish the people listening online could have seen Coach Holliday's reaction right there. He was running up and down the bench, spinning the whole time, talking to the official. We'll have to ask him about that next time we get him on a coach's show.
The little pickup or slide of the foot, going to give it right back to Bethany.
Neither team able to come away with anything clean right here.
Ball don't lie, as they say.
Gay Weaver and the Broncos back on the other end. Weaver looking for Chapman. His ball is tipped. Fighting for it. It's going to roll nearly out of bounds, but great hustle by Weaver.
What hustle by Weaver. It was kind of his fault on the pass, and he overcame his mistake, sprinted to the sideline, saved it, and then Chapman was fouled. Great hustle.
Bethany Athletic Director Chad Martineau in the building.
Shout out to all of the Bethany administration letting us be a part of all these games. Got to take control of this ball again. Got to take care of it.
Chapman 1-on-2, pulls back, gives it to Weavers in the corner. There's a 3 from the corner, no good. Into the hands of 24, Crossing Martin. Kingfisher looking on floor. They have to back off, let the offense run. Laird, hand off to White.
Kind of back in this lull again of no scoring.
Well,
spoke too soon.
4-point lead once again for the Yellowjackets. The Broncos working quick. They've got to number 23, Connor Sidness. Lob pass in the corner. There's an extra to Chapman. Chapman trying to drive, spinning. Needs somewhere to go. Pass intercepted. Kingfisher wisely slows this one down. They did not have the numbers advantage. They get the pass off to Martin. Whistle blown. Martin hits the floor.
Hard, by the way. The Kingfisher doing a great job of reading the passing lanes, diving in, stealing these passes from our Broncos. That's too many turnovers. They're lucky to be down 4 with all these turnovers.
Inbounds play right here for the Yellowjackets.
Here comes Brobson. Thought we might see him a little bit earlier. Also, with 3 minutes and 15 seconds, I'm kind of surprised Coach Holliday hasn't brought back in Griner or Brady, but he's trying to save them from picking up a third foul.
Nice move to the bucket, and it is good for 2. It's number 14, Hayes White.
The seniors of Kingfisher have really settled in here. That's hands.
Well, John, I think you had that one called from the moment it happened.
They could have called it a little bit earlier as a late whistle. The guy standing up doesn't know what he's doing here. Nice suit, though.
Under 3 minutes left to play in the first half here. 21-15 to score. Heading to the line will be number 3, Jagger Weaver, the senior guard and forward. Weaver's first. No good, a little too strong.
So, you know, in high school basketball, they did away with a 1-and-1 on the bonus, and now it's just straight 2 shots.
Here's the second. That one made. At least comes away with 1. 21-16. 5-point lead for Kingfisher. Well, very much doable. Well within striking distance.
2-possession game.
There, back to Martin. Martin backs off, encountering heavy resistance. That's Tarrant. He forces the turnover. Great defense from 1-1.
I think Tarrant knows his role. It is like be a pest out there defensively, create as much havoc as you can, and he was able to force that turnover.
That was my job when I played. They said, you can't shoot, but you can run. Just stay glued to his hip and don't let him do anything.
That's right. And just move your hands around, get up under their chin, stay in their hip. Forced a bad pass.
Bethany back the other way, still a 5-point deficit. Off the screen, Kingfisher switches. This is Jaggers going one-on-one, nearly lost the dribble. Kingfisher fans want to carry, but they get the turnover anyways. 1-on-2 back the other way.
Points off turnovers, killing the Broncos.
23, Wilbanks, right there for 2. It's his 4th point of the night. Clock stops at 2:16.
I think that was just an inadvertent whistle. Interesting to see Jaggers kind of run the point for the Broncos. He's usually more so wing and post, but he is handling the rock.
Look at that, 2 players screening 1 defender. Jaggers goes all the way to the rim, got the whistle, but the shot doesn't fall.
This defense, or this offense for Bethany just looks so different without Breck. A lot of times we're inside, outside, but without Brady, the ball staying on the perimeter, it's kind of like, hey, drive, see if you can get into the paint, make your shot or kick it out, but 2 free throws coming.
First is missed. That drive and kick offense can be very volatile at times. I mean, when it works, it really works. And especially if you've got a player like Jaggers that can get to the rim and draw the foul. He makes his second.
It's kind of happened in the girls' game, too. They were missing some free throws. Bethany goes 1 for 2 from the line on that trip. Really need those freebies, especially with the clock stop.
White back to Laird. Laird 1-on-1, makes his move into the paint, kicks it to the corner. Easily, now trying to find any kind of opening, turns it over. Bethany going quickly the other way. Lots of contact and the whistle blown.
Great call by the ref. That was obviously against the body and good for the Broncos. They're in the penalty as far as Kingfisher is, so there are 2 more free throws coming. Again, no 1-and-1. It is straight 2 free throws. After a 1-and-2 trip, we get to see Jaggers hopefully convert 2.
Yes, this is the benefit of this point in the game, where Kingfisher is going to want to run their offense, run it, routine, set up. Bethany in transition like this, working quick, if they can draw those fouls.
Really silly foul from Kingfisher there. Coach can't complain about that. I mean, reached right across the body, just not a smart defensive play. However, dang it, 1 for 2.
Yeah, 1 for 2 on that trip. 23-18, the lead back to 5. White, 1-on-1 with number 3, Jagger Weaver. Picked up his dribble, got the pass off. Kingfisher slows it back down. Now they go to Wilbanks. Wilbanks, left hand. Nice press. Good defense here from Bethany in response. White looking for a screen, directing traffic. A little over a minute to play in the first half. It's in the hands of Michael Easton. Easton hands it back off to Eric Luke. Now Luke and Kingfisher trying to make a move. The defense not giving them anything. Bethany trying to fight for the turnover, nearly had it there. Under 50 seconds. Bethany holding off the Jackets as long as possible. Trying to force them to put up a bad shot. Driving into the pace, number 23. He hands it off to number 10, and Colin Farrar has 2.
That was just a great cut by Farrar to get to that kind of short corner and make the shot.
Bethany in response, all the way to the baseline. The pass tips. They should stay with the Broncos.
They're having to confer, but it was easily tipped, and they get it right. Good job from the refs, if he didn't see it, to talk with his partner, and ultimately they get the call correct.
25-18, but the ball stays with the Broncos. The inbounder is number 11, Griffin Tarrant. He goes quickly to the top of the key.
Got to be aggressive because any foul sends you to the line. An interesting call from Coach Holliday, leaving Brady and Griner, just saving them for the second half with 2 fouls. I get it why you would do that, trying to just hang on here and then attack in the second. But again, Bethany's fouled. They go to the line. You got to be aggressive on this possession.
Tarrant back to being the inbounder. Lobs it. It's in the hands of Bethany cleanly. Good defense from Kingfisher. Then Jaggers now makes his move. Step back long 2. Off the back of the rim and no good. Still a 7-point lead for the Jackets. 10 seconds to play. Martin drives. Got the feed to Easley, but Easley shot no good. He tries again. From 3, it's good. We head to half. 28-18, a 10-point lead for the Yellowjackets.
That's a 15-5 second quarter in favor of Kingfisher, and back-to-back quarters with a 3 at the buzzer. It just feels like everything's going Kingfisher's way. Bethany going to have to regroup here at halftime.
We will take a break with them. 10 minutes on the board for halftime. Don't go anywhere. We'll have a little bit of a halftime show coming at you. But before that, thanks to our stream sponsors, this broadcast powered by Simplify Tech Solutions, 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard. Call Eric at Simplify, 405-212-4248. Wi-Fi management, technology support, repair, all those systems, Eric will help you out. And, of course, thanks to Zaxby's at 5859 Northwest Expressway. Try their lemon pepper line of meals. I've heard they are very, very good. I have not got a chance to have them myself, but I can speak to their wings. Their wings are something special. We're going to head to a quick break here. When we come back, the halftime show live from Kingfisher, Oklahoma.
Lilygrass Flowers and Decor is rooted in rich history dating back to 1979 in the precious memory of Flowers by Roy. Alicia Rankins and staff have carried the commitment to only offer the finest, unique floral arrangements with same-day delivery locally and nationally. What you envision, we make reality at Lilygrass Flowers and Decor, 7101 Northwest Expressway. Call Lilygrass Flowers and Decor at 721-1813 and begin a new memory.
Polished is total grooming at 836 Garth Brooks in Yukon with 28 years combined experience, including airbrush design, nail caps on dogs and cats, as well as the Bribe Bar and pet photography. It's a dog and cat day out at Polish, and ask about the month's membership that includes a free weekly bathing and 50% off pet grooming. Go to polishgrooming.com or call 405-494-8409. Keep your fur baby happy with expert affordable pet grooming at Polish in Yukon.
Looking for fast cash without the hassle? At Red River Credit in Oklahoma City, they've got you covered. They offer auto-secured loans up to $3,660, and the best part, no credit check. Need something different? They also provide traditional installment signature loans with a credit check. Whether you need quick cash or a long-term solution, they're here to help. Enjoy cash-friendly service with easy access online at redrivercredit.com. You can apply in person at 4571 Northwest 23rd Street, Suite A in Oklahoma City. Call 405-440-0582. Come visit us at Raspado's Hawaiian Shaved Ice, 4571 Northwest 23rd Street. We're open year-round, 7 days a week, so come try our delicious crepes, smoothies, and churros. Raspado's Hawaiian Shaved Ice, 405-225-1000. We also serve burgers, tacos, and more. 4571 Northwest 23rd Street. Also on Facebook, Raspado's OKC. That's Raspado's OKC, 405-225-1000.
Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's does. Come by Zaxby's Chicken Fingers and Buffalo Wings at 5859 Northwest Expressway and find out why Zaxby's is Oklahoma's go-to for great chicken meals. Zaxby's has the chicken fingers, the sandwiches, the wings, and the sauce that will leave your mouth watering. Now with the all-new lemon pepper line of meals. Late Night Zax introduces the Zappetizer Trio and keeps the drive-thru open after 8 p.m. So use the Zaxby's app to earn rewards and remember that Zaxby's will cater your event. Head to 5859 Northwest Expressway or call 405-603-8190 to make your Zaxby's order now. 405-603-8190. Zaxby's. Welcome back, folks, on GSN Sports and Talk and the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk. Halftime of the men's game between the Kingfisher Yellowjackets and the Bethany Bronchos. Currently, the Yellowjackets up 28-18, a 10-point lead for them off the back of a pretty good performance, pretty strong performance from a lot of their players offensively, including Cash Laird, Hayes White, Michael Easley, and number 24, Crossan Martin. Their seniors are doing a lot of work today, John. It doesn't feel, we were talking in break, it doesn't feel like it should be a 10-point lead, though.
It sure doesn't, but I will say the numbers don't lie. It was a 6-0 run to start the game for Bethany, and since then, 28-12. 28-12 in favor of the Jackets. I mean, that's quite a run there, but a lot of that comes with Breck Brady on the bench with 2 fouls. Once he went to the bench, the game literally changed. It just shows you the impact the sophomore has for the Broncos. One, they look to him to kind of initiate the offense, and then two, just the ability to deflect shots on the defensive end and then offensive rebounds on the offensive end. He was sorely missed, and you don't want to just say one player, but hey, that is a game changer, sending him to the bench with 2 fouls. On the bright spot, Dempsey Neal came in, played really well, but had some turnovers, and I think that kind of influenced Coach Holliday's decision to pull him. But he had 7 points. Denton Jaggers had 8, missed some free throws, but was aggressive on the offensive end, made some floaters and some jump shots, and so he has 8. Neal has 7. That's 15 out of the 18 points for the Broncos.
Bethany has definitely struggled to get the supporting cast, to get the entire 5 in on the offense today. I would like to see them try to honestly get more people to drive to the bucket, right? When you want to run a drive and kick offense, you need pretty constant off-ball movement because different names have to be opening up one after the other. I feel like right now the offense has kind of been centralized, and we've seen games where that can work, but right now against this Kingfisher team, they need everybody in on the scoring.
You know, there's one Bronco injured that we haven't really talked about this season. That's Wyatt Kiefer. And watching Wyatt Kiefer play basketball last year, he's a force, kind of like Breck Brady. He's not the same size. He's shorter, but he is strong as an ox. And he's kind of missed in these types of games that are physical. And when Breck would go to the bench of foul trouble, he could be a guy that could kind of fill that gap to a certain degree and just a little bit. So he's missed tonight. He's out with an injury and probably out for another month or so. Still kind of yet to be determined what his season will look like. But you play with who you have, and you've got a really good team. As we've talked about, the Broncos started off really well. A lot of good ball movement, but Kingfisher's pressure, they hit a couple threes at the buzzer. This game, as we mentioned, doesn't feel like a 10-point lead, but here we are. Jackets up 10 going into the second half.
And as you mentioned, Dempsey Neal's been on the floor a lot. Seth Griner was also into a little bit of early foul trouble. He took he sat for the majority of that first half. We expect to see him back on the floor a lot more here in the second, I believe.
Yeah, and honestly, and Griner might argue with me about this, I feel like Neal's probably a greater offensive threat, but Griner on the defensive end and being a senior probably maybe could take care of the ball a little bit more, but Griner's so fast keeping up with this Kingfisher lineup, and defensively with some tipping, the deflections and steals. I think that's kind of where he was missed in that second quarter.
He's the facilitator, right? Assists and the passing game.
And he can knock down the shot too, but Neal has just really grown as an offensive player. Seeing the sophomore this season has been quite impressive.
About 2.5 left here in halftime, so thanks once more to everybody who is watching or listening online. This has been the halftime show from the Hive out here in Kingfisher, Oklahoma, getting ready for the second half of play between the Jackets and the Broncos, district opponents here meeting for the first time this year. John, we mentioned the pregame show, but Bethany has gotten the better of the Yellowjackets the past 2 years. I've got the scores for you. In the 24-25 season, it was a 53-44 win. That was that 9 points. In the 23-24 season, it was a 68-46 win. They got that one a little bit better, so.
Yeah, it's funny. This Kingfisher team reminds me a whole lot of Bethany last year, mostly in that Bethany started 5 seniors, and this year Kingfisher does too. They have 10 seniors on the team, and so they've really kind of grown into this role where they're expecting big things this season, and Bethany's kind of trying to figure out who they are. But a lot of these kids played JV ball last year and were undefeated. Really, Denton Jaggers is kind of the outlier. He was in the rotation getting varsity minutes, and so he's kind of had to adapt to this group. And they've been playing well, and they've got a real shot this second half, and I'm sure Coach Holliday's excited to see how his team responds to this adversity.
And not to mention Jaggers right now. He's the leading scorer for the Broncos. I mean, if there was any adapting he had to do to this team or this group to him, it came pretty easily. That guy, they're all really great basketball players, but I feel like they found that chemistry very early on.
Yeah, you could tell the team has chemistry. They are they're just off the court as well. On the court, you see it because the ball's not really sticking. It is moving, and there's energy when the ball moves, but off the court, too, they seem to hang out together and be friendly together, and you need kind of both. But when you're down, that's kind of when you see your true self, and so I'm excited to see how Bethany handles this.
All right, Bethany gets the ball first here in the second quarter. 8 minutes back on the clock and rolling. Here's Seth Griner back on the floor immediately, going with the left hand all the way to the glass, puts it up for the layup. And how about Seth Griner, first shot of the second half?
Nice finish with the contact.
Gets the lead down to 8. Kingfisher, let's see what they bring out of the second half. Any adjustments for the Yellowjackets here? Had a great run to end the first. Right now, this is number 24 across the Martin driving, kicks it to the corner, long three in response.
That's just trying to get Brady out of the paint to guard that corner three. He wasn't there in time.
Griner looking to his right, needing somewhere to go. Nice bounce pass underneath. Try to get number 3, Jagger Weaver. It's kicked back out to Griner. Bounce pass, try to get to Chapman, but it's stolen away. One-on-one on the other end. Great defense from Griner. A lot of contact back on the other floor. No foul called. Weaver doesn't get it. Fast break back the other way. This time, no one there to defend against number 5, Michael Easley. Are you surprised by the no whistle there, John?
A little bit when Weaver caught the ball, but the Kingfisher did a good job of trying to avoid the contact, so I understand why you wouldn't blow the whistle there.
Griner off the screen from Brady. Had him open behind him, but obviously didn't see him. No eyes in the back of the head there. Brady top of the key, working right hand, trying to get onto the paint. Spins, shots up, good off the glass.
Brady took that from really the top of the key and was able to drive into the paint. Nice finish. You've had a good start offensively, but you got to get these defensive stops, and they've yet to do that.
White to Martin. Martin looking for the cut inside, doesn't have it there. Back to White. Off the screen, he'll switch on to Breck Brady. Now the defense switches back. Easton drives to the paint. Well defended. Oh, they're going to hit Breck with a foul.
That's going to be 3 on Brady. He really was trying not to pick it up. He's doing everything in his power not to foul. Oh, but that's going to be 3.
Heading to the line is Michael Easley.
I don't know if you can pull him. I think you're going to have to kind of just trust the sophomore to not pick up his 4th. It's a tough decision for Coach Holliday, the first-year head man for the Broncos.
We've already seen him come up with clean blocks. He absolutely can do it. Easley goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. 35-22 the score. Griner in the offense going back the other way. Needing cut into now a 13-point deficit. Griner now it's pass to Chapman. Malachi Chapman in trouble. Got the pass all the way back out to Brady. Brady trying to do it himself again. Drew the foul.
So the guy standing up again, I actually agree with him this time. That was probably not a foul, but we'll take it.
I mean, we got a pretty good view of it up here. I'd say I would agree with all the Kingfisher fans, unfortunately, on that one. But Brady to the line to shoot, too. His first is made. 35-23 the score.
Post-game for kids kind of has gone to the wayside, but not for Brady. He does really well, but you can also see how well of a shooter he is as he knocks down both free throws.
35-24, the lead 11. And you're right, John, we need a defensive stand here. 5:40 left to play in the third. Laird working with his left hand. There's the handoff back to number 14, White. White and Laird going back and forth. Now it kicks into the corner for Easley. Easley drives left hand, trying to get the pass out to the corner, deflected, but kept alive by Kingfisher. Long three. Man, Hayes, White.
A timeout for Kingfisher on that. I'm not sure why he wanted to call that timeout, maybe to set up a special defense. But that after Kingfisher scored, their head coach, Coach Connell, says, I want to talk to my team.
We're going to go to break. When we come back, more from the third. 5:15 left to play in this quarter.
Stan's Plumbing is your locally owned, full-service, licensed, and bonded plumbing company, proudly serving the Oklahoma City Metro for over 30 years. Stan's provides all types of plumbing services like faucet and toilet repairs, sewer repair, and trenchless pipe replacement, water heater repair and installation, both tank and tankless, plus drain cleaning and jetting. All plumbers arrive with fully stocked trucks and can resolve your plumbing problems in a timely manner. Since 1988, Stan's Plumbing has held itself to a higher standard in plumbing. Call 405-721-5100 to schedule your appointment. Stan's Plumbing, Valley Service, in a dirty business. 405-721-5100.
And that brings us back out of break. 5:21 on the clock. After the three, 38-24, Kingfisher leads.
I've been so impressed with Kingfisher's composure, and it shouldn't be a surprise. They start 5 seniors. They have 10 on the team. But after facing a 6-0 run to start the game, they're down 6. They didn't flinch, and if you are Coach Connell, you love how they responded to adversity.
Griner going quick. Nice feed to Chapman in the corner. Wide open three. No good. Rebounded by Cash Laird.
And that's usually good for Chapman. And so Kingfisher's hitting their open looks and even their contested ones, but Bethany just can't get him to drop yet.
Will Banks, the ball handler. Got Brady on him. Looking to make his move. Doesn't like what he sees. Handoff goes back to White at half court. White looking down low. They were looking for the pass. Oh, here we go. Easley's lost control of it. Could this be a turnover? 2 Broncos go for it. Whistle blown.
Back court. That's going to be Bethany basketball.
Maybe a lucky break right there for the Broncos?
I think so. I'd have to check the replay, but I do not think that went back court.
Well, if that doesn't go Bethany's way, basically 2 defenders just took themselves out of the play for a second there.
It was going to be a 5-on-3 situation.
We'll have the inbounds here for the Broncos. The inbounders, number 3, Jagger Weaver. Weaver to Griner back court. In a 14-point lead right here for the Jackets. Chapman again in the corner, coming off the screen. Step back, long 2. No good, too strong. Rebounded by Kingfisher.
Back iron. Almost felt like if he would have got a little bit more square, had a better opportunity to make that empty trip.
White around half court again. Picked up his dribble, tried to get to Easley, and that's a turnover right there on Kingfisher.
Kind of an unforced turnover there, too. White picked up his dribble, which we don't harass him for some reason, but then he just throws it away.
I mean, we take those. We do take those.
There's opportunities right here for the Broncos. They got to take advantage on this possession.
Right. You need points right now. Back-to-back great looks, back-to-back missed shots. Who's going to be the one that gets it in the bucket? Another ball tipped out of bounds. This will stay with Bethany.
Kind of stagnant. Got to look inside to Breck. They're going to front him. Chapman's been really good on those entry passes. Let's see if they can get this ball inside.
Griner to his left. Has it in Jaggers. Jaggers lost the dribble. Turnover on Bethany. Fast break going the other way. That's number 4, Cash Laird, who looks to be fouled.
On the floor, good foul from Chapman. No easy points, not on the shot. Got to regroup here. I mean, again, another wasted opportunity. How many stands can you take here? You got to stop them again and get a little bit of an advantage here with some points.
That foul went on number 25, Malachi Chapman. It's his third. Easily with the ball right now, working left-handed in the paint, kicks it back out. Contested three. No good for number 23, Jackson Wilbanks. Rebounded by Griner. He's looking up floor, doesn't like what he sees. Jaggers now. Or excuse me, Jagger Weaver with the ball. Fed it underneath.
That's what
Brady
you want.
up with two.
I don't care if he's doubled. Got to throw it into the post first. Good finish from Brady.
Finally, Bethany put some points on the board, but they're still down 12.
Now 3 fouls on Chapman and Brady, 2 on Griner. But you want your team to still be aggressive because you have to have stops. You can't be trading 2s and 2s. You got to get some stops.
Very true. Jagger switches on to Easley. Easley making his move, trying to spin into the paint. Got the pass off. Martin now the ball handler, working on Griner. Kicks it out to the corner. Do they try the three? Not this time. Driving is Laird. His shot's up.
That's 4. Brady on the help defense, not the aggressive nature we were hoping for. Oh, that's a huge loss for the Broncos. He's not fouled out, but I'm sure with 4 he's coming out.
Yeah, I think they're going to let him sit for a second, and he will. Jagger Weaver and Breck Brady off the floor right now. On comes number 11, Griffin Tarrant, and number 23, Connor Sidness.
I think Brady had gotten to 8 to tie Jaggers for team lead, and it's just in very few minutes.
The and one is successful, 41-26.
This lead is ballooning currently. Someone's got to stop the bleeding.
Griner getting the ball handler, coming off the screen for Sidness. Oh, bad pass to Chapman. They don't stay with it. 2-on-1 on the fast break. And getting back in time is Griffin Tarrant for the steal. Tarrant saves some points, but he's got to get it past half court now. Finally makes it. 2:20 on the clock. Pass into the corner. Was that last touch by Kingfisher? Was not.
Just poor passing. We saw this with the girls. I think the road environment, I mean, there is a very feisty student section. Something is not going right with our Broncos mentally with some of these passes.
Back in the action, 41-26. 15-point lead for Kingfisher. They're trying to climb that lead up there. Martin to Laird, back to White. White looking down low. No separation there. Now he's going to the left, spins. He's working on number 1. Again, didn't Jaggers. Good defense right there from Jaggers and Bethany. Now easily picks up his dribble in a bad spot. The possession continues here for the Yellowjackets. They try to drive again, spin, no fadeaway shot. Sets a pass into the corner. Catch Laird, working on Tarrant.
Kingfisher killing the clock right now.
The possession continues. Couple quick passes around. They don't make the move yet. No foul on the contact. This could be the chance. It's in the hands of Wilbanks.
Beautiful possession for the Jackets. Killed a minute of clock and got the 2.
Bethany going back the other way, down 13. Then Jaggers, 1-on-1. Gets into the paint, picks up his dribble, spinning. Got it out to Chapman. Chapman for 3. No good.
Hit every part of the rim, just didn't fall.
It's been that kind of night here for Bethany.
Gosh.
Back on the other end, it is number 14, Hayes White, driving. The second chance for White is good.
He got his own rebound.
And that is what cannot happen. He missed it too short, fell right back into his hands, and he let him go right back up. 45-26.
A 19-point lead. They went from 10 to 19 this third quarter.
And another wild pass. That time, Tarrant was looking for Denton Jaggers.
Tarrant's energy level is great. I understand while he's out there. Offensively, he's been a little bit of a mess with some of his passes. His energy and effort is magnetic for sure. He brings a lot to the team, but currently he's just out of control with his passing.
So with 30 seconds left to play here in the third quarter, you have to imagine that Kingfisher is going to wait till about, 8 seconds to make their move.
Probably a little high screen with 8 if they don't be aggressive now. Oh, they're just going to fire it up.
Wow.
The opposite effect. That roll goes in. Ours did not.
Hayes White with the 3. Bethany working quick. Nice move to get underneath. Dempsey Neal drew the foul.
That's a beautiful play, keeping control of the basketball with his dribble, able to spin into it, take the bump. Would have loved it to drop, but you take the 2 free throws.
I can't believe that didn't fall.
There is a lid on that side. I mean, that rim is killing us right now.
And the first is made on this trip to the line. One sub comes on. Back on the floor is Croston Martin. He'll replace Hayes White.
4 seconds here. Luke, this has been a tough third quarter.
Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Kingfisher. They've got time to put up one more shot. It's number 4, Cash Laird, all the way to the rim. Shots up, no foul call. That'll just take us to the end of the third.
Great effort by Neal there to not foul and contest that shot.
It's 48-27 as we hit the final 8 minutes in tonight's match. Bethany Bronchos, Kingfisher Yellowjackets on GSN Sports and Talk. The final few minutes of play, Bethany and their last hopes of making this comeback when we come back from break.
Stephanie's Vintique and the Plaster Paint Company is all Oklahoma made at 3821 Asbury in Bethany, featuring vintage, chalk paint, antiques, clothing, vegan soaps and lotion, homemade cards, decor, and furniture. And space is available for rent to start your own business at Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company. Call 405-249-3604 and see why people are coming from all over the metro for this paint and decor. Or you can visit us at theplasterpaintcompany.com and also see us on Facebook. Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company in Bethany. Start your Vintique experience.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Riley, owner here at Victory Mattress Outlet, and my job is to help individuals get a quality night's sleep on our name brand mattresses for prices they can't afford. I have a great offer for you right now. If you go to this website, victorymattressoutlet.com/win, WIN, fill that form out, and you got a free coupon for a buy one mattress, get one 50% off. We look forward to seeing you. Have a great day.
We are back on GSN Sports and Talk, ready for the final 8 minutes of our game tonight. Luke Young, John Hickman, we've been on the call with you all night long. John, we're in the final few minutes. What does Bethany need to do to work back into this one?
Well, aggressive on defense. I mean, you got to roll the dice with Brady. I'd go ahead and get him out there. You're down 21. 8 minutes left is not a whole lot of time. Brady's still on the bench. I think you just roll with him as soon as you can. And then you got to knock down some shots. I just can't believe the score. The girls' game felt like, hey, the girls should lose by what they did. The boys haven't, but Kingfisher has been on fire. Here comes another one.
That's easily for 3. His shot doesn't fall, and it is a defensive rebound from Dempsey Neal.
Good play from Neal. Oh, gosh, it's just – I'm very impressed with this young kid. I'll tell you this, too. Was it his grandfather that played at SNU? He comes from a lineage of basketball players, and he's got a high IQ out on the court.
The inbounds goes wild, and Kingfisher has it. A lot of contact, but no foul called on this one. Cash Laird has it on the other end of the floor. Laird work on Chapman. Got the shot up and a late call for the foul.
But I believe the correct one. 2 free throws coming.
That foul does go to number 4, Dempsey Neal, his first.
You know, JV won both games, and our 2 varsity games not looking so good.
First free throw attempt from Laird, no good.
Another maybe substitution I would make is just have Brobson in. I've seen him shoot, and maybe there's some other things going on. I know he's coming off an injury, but we need some shooting on the court.
Yeah, you're right. It does feel like they're at that point where it's 3-point time. But all the way to the rim is Dempsey Neal. He disagrees. He's going to do it himself.
And he shot with the left hand on the right-hand side. That was interesting. Last time he was on the left side and used the right hand. But is that 9 points for Neal? I believe it is.
I think he's up to 10.
Double digits.
Easily on the other end. Couple quick passes around. This is now Colin Farrar. Farrar with the right hand to the rim. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by number 23, Connor Sidness.
Got a chance to get into the lead a little bit.
Neal elects for the three. Unfriendly bounce. It's in the hands of Kingfisher. That time, Eric Luke had the rebound.
I don't know what Coach Holland. Okay, now he's got Brady and Weaver at the scorer's table. Got to get them in no matter what.
Neal working on number 14. That was Hayes White. Couple passes around. It's back in the hands of White. They set a screen. A lot of movement.
Yeah, offensive foul on that screen. If you're Kingfisher, if I'm Coach Connell, I'm telling them, hey, just move the ball around. We want to spend some time off this clock. We're not in a hurry. Get the best shot available, but an illegal screen gives the ball back to the Broncos.
20-point lead still for Kingfisher. This has been a tough number to overcome for both our teams tonight.
Yes. And even though you need threes, you still go inside to Brady. They're going to double team him and then kick out.
Neal is looking for Brady, but his pass intercepted, and on the fast break should be an easy two. (51-29) after the throwdown from Michael Easley. Neal looking again to his left side. This time got the pass off to Chapman back the other way. Chapman picked up his dribble in a rough spot. Able to get the pass off, cross-court swing. Neal tries the three. No good. Offensive rebound. Chapman's put back. No good as well. Brady fighting for it. He comes down with it. Goes back up. No foul call, but he's good for two. Brady puts it back to a 20-point game. Laird quickly on the other side. Drew the foul.
So 10 points for Brady and limited minutes, 10 points for Neal. Neal's, I talked about his high IQ, and he does. He knows the game. I think it'll slow down more for him as he gets older. There's a couple passes, entry passes that are right, but he's just not using the right angle or the right moment. And he's had some turnovers this game that have hurt the Broncos. But that 20-point lid, which, obviously we wish we could say was a 10-point lid, at least would be closer, but Kingfisher has, we've got to give them a lot of credit. They have played very, I guess, maturely with these seniors and have played a really good ball game.
Laird goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. 53-31 as a timeout is taken.
Kind of Chapman's shot is a microcosm, too. There's a lot that have been in and out, and he's a really good shooter. A lot of our shots just not falling tonight, and that has obviously hurt us, especially when on the other side they haven't had many problems.
Commercial break on GSN Sports and Talk. We'll be back after this 30-second match.
Do it best at Evans Hardware. Since 1965, Evans Hardware has provided Midwest City with top-quality home improvement supplies and a one-of-a-kind shopping experience. At 1021 South Douglas Boulevard, Evans Hardware is family-owned and has the right products for every situation, including DIY projects, professional contracting, or quick fixes. Their satisfaction guarantee and quick turnarounds mean you'll always find what you need. So visit Evans Hardware in Midwest City. Or call 405-732-1898. That's 405-732-1898. Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
And that brings us back pretty quickly out of break here. So 20 seconds left to go in this timeout. Thanks again to our sponsors, Zaxby's Simplified Tech, Taco Bueno, and Victory Mattress Outlet. All great people, local businesses in the Bethany War Acres area. All people, if you are watching back home from Bethany, you should stop by and see. And check in on any deals. Obviously, it's the holiday season, so some of the stores will have specials going on. You might always look out for those. John, you got any plans for Christmas? What's going on with the Hickmans?
We're staying around these parts. My wife is from Alabama. We'll kind of celebrate the New Year's in that state and one for Griner. He's staying on the floor. It's not going to give him the bucket. But we need our Sooners to beat the Crimson Tide. I'm going to get to go to that game, Luke.
Nice,
Super excited about that. My son's birthday is near that, so we're going to celebrate, hopefully, watching our Sooners move on in the playoffs.
I still can't believe Alabama is in the playoffs. I was so busy mad at Notre Dame, but Neal with the ball. Chapman elects for the three. Does he have it on this one? A little off the mark. Offensive rebound, and the putback is good. There's the 2 points we were looking for, and it comes off of the hands of number 3, Jagger Weaver.
I like that we're in a press, trying to create some sort of turnover and speed up the Jackets. They break it and probably will try to kill some time.
And you can see Weaver right there, again, in the back pocket, trying to find that steal. Not letting anybody go for free. Easily now, top of the key, looking left side, has Laird. Laird working on Chapman. They set a screen. Again, they're just burning time off the clock here. Cross from Martin has Seth Griner on him. Griner switches on to Hayes White. Under 5 minutes left to play. White to the baseline. They're looking for the separation. Still nothing going yet, John.
This is when a shot clock's going to be very beneficial to high school basketball, which will start next season, but we're almost at a minute killed off the clock on this possession alone.
Couple handballs. There's the three-point attempt from Cash Laird. Doesn't fall. Rebounded by White. Look at Brady being so careful not to foul. The whistle is blown. And doesn't sound like Kingfisher likes the call.
I love it when you're up big and you're still complaining about that travel.
So will be a travel and a turnover. Chapman pump fake, drives into the lane. Nice move, and he's good for 2.
Great job creating some space to get an opening to make that shot.
He has that in his bag when he drives like that. Would love to see more of that out from Chapman.
Well, we're within 20. Can we get a stop?
Oh,
okay. A little run. Let's get a 3 out of this. Make it interesting.
Neal the other way in a hurry. Oh, and that will be the travel. Just slid with the plant foot.
Which they called it on the other end, so I agree. You got to call it on this end, but it was close.
That's rough. That's rough right there.
Ooh, Weaver, nice job.
And
there's the press getting a couple of points.
Okay. Let's see if they can do it again right here.
I mean, if you could get it to 10 real quick with 2.5 to go, make it interesting.
They've got 3, 4 really great defenders right out there playing the press, but they break away a little bit. Tried to go. I'm going to assume that was a lob that just got away a little bit.
Luke, 2.5, if you can get this to 10, it would make it interesting.
They've got to work quick. 53-37. 3:10 left on the clock.
That's a reach in.
Griner drives, kicks it out to Chapman. That ball tagged, and it'll be out on Kingfisher.
And honestly, you hate to have to do this, but it's got to be 3s.
You just need someone to get hot. You need someone to knock down that first that gets them all going.
Here's a chance.
Chapman, left hand, picked up the dribble, got it off to Neal. Neal now driving right side, step back, contested 2, off the front of the rim, no good. Kingfisher with the rebound from Cash Laird. Laird hands it off to White. He spins into the paint, shots up, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded again, that time by Weaver. Weaver and Neal in a hurry. Neal goes up, left hand, nice move, shot didn't fall. Brady has the rebound, the putback is good.
Got to stay up and pressure. So you'd hope it'd be about 10 right now. It's only 14, but a better quarter here for the Broncos.
Got no time to relax. Right there you see Griner fighting to even let that come past half court.
That was a travel missed.
Coach Holiday sees it. You saw it. All the Bethany fans see it. The Bethany players saw it. Nearly a steal right there. Good defense from Weaver. He gets back in time, working on White. White to the corner. Laird going right hand into the paint, trying to get to the rim, but the whistle was blown.
That's going to be on the floor. That's the third team foul for Bethany. So if they're trying to get them to the line, which I think right now you want to go ahead and do that because are they calling a technical? They are calling a technical on a Kingfisher coach or player. I'm not sure. Interesting, because I thought they actually called a foul, but this is going to be hopefully free points with the clock stopped.
Looks like it's on Laird. Well, we will have some technical free throws. The first is made.
The sophomore, Neal, a lot of trust given to him by Coach Holiday to send him to the line.
Neal second. is good.
And he earned that trust. He proved that he was the guy to do it.
12-point lead. Dempsey Neal now with 12 points on his night.
It's him and Brady pretty close. Brady got 14.
They both had 12.
They both have 12. Team lead.
Griner in the offense. 2-minute drill right here. Under 2 to play. Griner working right hand. Lost the dribble, but he stays with it. Got the pass off to Brady. Brady trying to get into the paint himself. Fade away 2 for Breck Brady.
Oh, the bank is open. It is a 10-point game. Let's see how many fouls you need. 2 to get him into the penalty.
A couple quick passes up the floor. Kingfisher has the separation. You see they're not deviating from their game plan.
I think you got a foul. Minute 20 here. You got a foul. Griner.
Yep.
Oh, Griner wanted a 5-second call. Don't tee him up, and he is. Griner. Not the time for that technical when you're clawing back into this game, even though it's a minute 20, showing his frustration and getting that technical called.
Emotions running very high right now. Hayes White will be sent to the line.
Which, by the way, is a foul and a foul. That's 5 on Griner. He is fouled out.
It's White for his first. Makes it.
Just when things were getting a little spicy, they got too spicy.
White second made. Onto the floor right now is Denton Jaggers, Jagger Weaver, Dempsey Neal, Malachi Chapman, and number 24, Breck Brady.
So the ball stays here, too. They got the 2 points. Still got to be thinking foul. They will shoot free throws. Next foul. Oh, that's backcourt.
Oh, man.
Boy.
Another missed call. Kingfisher could turn this into the points.
Boy, the refs have kind of succumbed to this pressure and not had a good fourth quarter.
White off of the screen, working to his left, just gives it up to Easley. Easley the handoff himself. A minute left to play, and it's too far gone now.
Yeah, they got a foul. I mean, there's just, I don't know what they're waiting on. Finally, Dempsey gets the call. I think that was Easley that caught it in the front court and then traveled to the back court. I really felt like that should have been a turnover.
We'll just add it to the list, I guess, to things that could have been for both sides, really.
And what a luxury for Coach Connell to know he's got all these seniors out there and trusting them to make their free throws. Martin drills the first.
56-43. The second made as well. 57-43.
They've been good from the line tonight, and that's something Bethany really hasn't. Who's the timeout from? That's going to be Kingfisher.
All right, with under a minute left to play, John, do you want to keep it here or do you want to go to break?
It's a full, so I think we should take a break and see what happens after.
All right, we'll do that. The end of this game when we come back. It's Bethany basketball on GSN Sports and Talk.
We are Integrity Heating, Air, and Plumbing, in business for over 40 years. We provide a top-notch service for every company and residential home in the area. Let's take a look inside and let you meet some people.
Hey, Blaine. Good morning. Here we have a part of our call center. This is Tina. That's Gabby. That's our general manager, BJ. Our office hours are from 7:30 to 7:30, Monday through Friday, and we do heating and air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical. Give us a call. We always have specials. Our number one priority is your family, constant comfort, and convenience. We offer 24-hour service.
And in order for us to do that, we fully stock everything here at our warehouse. Whether it's commercial or residential, we offer plumbing, heating and air, and electrical full services. All of our guys are licensed, we're bonded and insured.
Here at Integrity, we offer senior discounts, military discounts, and public service discounts.
You worked hard for us, so let us work hard for you.
Yeah, go Broncos.
We are back, coming out of break here. Final minute of play.
Smart play to roll the ball. Clock doesn't start until you touch it.
Now, we just need quick shots. Neal goes all the way to the glass, but shot doesn't fall. Kingfisher has it.
Can't believe he missed that one.
Trying to find the steal, but it gets past half court. And they are trying to foul him. Finally, the whistle is blown after he took a shot to the jaw.
No, we fouled him quite a bit earlier, but now he goes to the line. Again, if you missed it, no 1-and-1 in high school basketball. 2 shots when you get to 5 team fouls, and we're over the limit. This is White, who he got to shoot the technical free throw, so I'm guessing he's an excellent free throw shooter.
White on his first.
Yes, I did do the jinx. Got it!
You know, they may win the game, but I think we all know who's the winner here.
Hey, I'm 1 for 1 in jinxes this year.
And he makes the second. White goes 1 for 1 on that trip to the line. And a turnover back the other end.
So Bethany's going to win this quarter, but
hold on, that stays with Bethany.
Not the game. I'll go ahead and say that with 37 seconds left.
Yeah.
Call me a doubter, but it is what it is.
Immediate 3 from Neal, and he knocks it down. See, where was that earlier this game? Under 30 seconds left to play, and they do foul quickly.
Smart from Kingfisher, too. The clock still runs on a make in high school. And so you don't have to throw it in just immediately. You want some of that time to go off before you throw it in, and then they get it in, and we foul.
Shooting 2 will be number 5, Michael Easley, the senior guard. Makes the first. They're 1 point away from the 60-point mark on the night.
Bethany was down 21 going into this fourth quarter. Valiant effort here to finish the game.
Misses the second. Does that count as a commentator's curse there?
Not
if they don't get 60?
Yeah, they're gonna have plenty of opportunities, it looks like.
Kingfisher will head back to the line after the foul on Hayes White. He'll shoot 2. I should say foul against Hayes White. What's the correct terminology there?
Oh, I think you could go either way.
60-point mark here for the Yellowjackets. The score is 60-46. His second up and made. Bethany working quick. It's Jagger Weaver for 3. Unfriendly bounce, rebounded by Kingfisher. And there's the whistle blown.
Ooh, some elbows going up there near the face. Don't like to see that. Well, obviously, Bethany's kind of holding their heads down in this moment, but gosh, I tell you, it's a 15-point game. That maybe feels more what it should be than that 20-plus that we were seeing. Of course, there's some free throws still coming, but a better second half. Started the game so strong, Luke, and then just kind of fell apart there, especially with the foul trouble on Brady and Griner.
20 points on the night for number 14, Hayes White. He's had an incredible game. Makes that one. Dempsey Neal back the other way, takes it again himself into the paint, drew the foul.
The clock was going.
Yeah, that's home court advantage.
Yes. And I don't know why a Kingfisher parent would be yelling about, why would you call that? You fouled him.
He said right after, let's get this over with.
So a buzzer went off during the free throw attempt, and because they were saying it's 5 fouls on the Kingfisher player. He will get 2 free throws. They will wipe away that first one. Kind of hard to shoot when you got a buzzer going off in your backswing.
Man, these Jackets play dirty, John.
You're talking about that home court advantage. Maybe they have some money on it, and they're like, hey, the line is this.
Makes the first.
If you have a gambling problem, please call the number on your screen.
And he goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line.
Hey, career high for Dempsey Neal.
Yeah, great job by Neal in this game. But we have run out of time here. 62-48 is your final. As you said, John, a valiant effort, but Bethany falls short.
21 points in that quarter for Bethany. That was the high for them in this game. But, of course, they fall short. They were down 21, but to only lose by 14, a valiant comeback. That little technical kind of hurt when Griner picked that up when a lot of momentum was on our side. I mean, it was still, the odds were stacked way against Bethany. They had got it to 10. I mean, they were trying to claw back. There was very little time left in the game at that point. But Coach Holliday will regroup this. We'll get the group together and kind of figure out, hey, how do we move forward? This Duncan trip coming up this weekend, and of course, Luke, you'll be broadcasting those games. A great opportunity to get this team back on track. Honestly, I attribute a lot of this to Breck Brady picking up 2 quick fouls. It was something that we were not necessarily, I hate to say prepared for, but we didn't handle that adversity well to start the game.
Well, folks, we want to thank you one final time for tuning in on the GospelStation.com, Sports and Talk, and GSN Sports and Talk. Thanks to our sponsors, Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, Suite 610. Taco Bueno, 7104 Northwest Expressway. Simplified Tech Solutions at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard. And Zaxby's, 5859 Northwest Expressway. Did all that without a sheet, by the way. I remember all those addresses.
That's
We're
impressive.
professionals.
I can't remember my own address.
Me neither. We're professionals here on the Gospel Station, folks. Well, we will head back to Bethany. That's it from Kingfisher High School. The Jackets take 2 in Bethany's first road games of the season.
They did take 2, but JV got 2 as well.
That's true. We'll call it even. We'll see you next time, folks. Duncan tournament this Thursday. John, any last thoughts before we go?
God bless. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all make sure you tune in on Thursday.
Absolutely. God bless. Merry Christmas. Have a great rest.